Greetings, my brave Kerbal Knots. Ben Pearson, the Redstone Tracker, and I'm most excited to be back with Kerbal Space Program 2. Now, I've tried this earlier, as you know, longtime viewers will know, and there's a lot of things I like about the new one. We're gonna start a new campaign. I remember that this is a bit of an issue. We're gonna try game mode normal, difficulty normal, campaign name second. Now, this is gonna be for science, because we got science now. Let's do, this kind of sort of looks like the Falcon Heavy logo, so, or, you know, 3 different rockets. We'll go with that. Yeah. Actually, I like this one better. Okay. We're gonna start and see how this goes, and yeah, sound just stopped. I mean, it's loading now, but I have to do some things in the background while this is getting ready to go. So I hope you don't mind. I'm gonna try to attract some people. So, yeah, I was going to play Ship Graveyard Simulator, and then I remembered that this update came out. So we're going to try and see how this goes. I'm really excited to see what's happening. I think this is where Kerbal Space Program 2 will become a new game. Yeah, sorry. A little quiet for a sec, but it won't be for very long. I promise you guys that. And ooh, looks like we got something. Okay.
Your new space program, leaping forward into the cosmos. Since the dawn of Kerbal kind, we have looked to the sky and wondered what sublime mysteries lie hidden in the darkness, like jewels never beheld.
Is this Nate Simpson speaking?
These untold treasures may soon reveal themselves due to the efforts of recently founded Kerbal Space Program.
Oh my! I think that might have been the only copy of the orientation film. Hold on! Slides, somewhere. Welcome to your first day running the Kerbal Space Program. This campus hosts the greatest ever gathering of astronomers, astronauts, and engineers. After years of focused effort, this collection of geniuses has created several very impressive buildings. We believe we have all the necessary pieces to take our first steps off the ground. The best way to advance our technologies further is to get up there and learn by doing. All we need now is somebody to show us how to put all these parts together.
Interesting.
Well, we also need somebody to help us out with the flying. We need a lot of help, actually. That's why you're here. My name is...
Woohoo! Sign me up.
If you need any hints, feel free to visit me over at the training center. Everything in there is well padded, so it's a great place to get up and running. Welcome aboard.
Okay. I like it. I dig it. Gotta visit mission control. Okay, so let's see here. We've got mission control is way back here. Launch a rocket. Okay. Primary, I mean, we're just launching a rocket. Okay. I mean, okay. So let's go ahead and resume game. Let's see. Let's go to the VAB. We're just launching a rocket. How hard can this be? Tin can. We got a stacked decoupler. We need... I've got a Methalox tank. And then parachutes? Yes, parachutes. So let's see here. The staging looks about right. Let's put another couple of these on. Can we extend these? So I know there's supposed to be procedural parts. Yeah, shush. I don't need the tutorial. Methane, yeah, they're not procedural parts. Okay. So let's see. Engineer report. Command pod is missing heat shield. We don't care. Thrust to weight ratio is crazy high. So we're gonna, let's see. Make this way, way bigger. Okay, that's a better thrust to weight ratio. What's our delta V? Doesn't say. Is that what we need to do in the trip planner? 14. I mean, this will almost get us to orbit. That's fine. We could probably do it with another stage, but let's launch. Here's a few pointers. Yeah, I really don't care about you. Blah, 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 blah. Go away. All right. I love the countdown in KSP2. Whoops. Just trying to move my face. Put it right here. Oh no! Woo! We still have some pretty high delta V, even Earth, some thrust to weight ratio, even with all of this that we've done. Okay, let's set this out just a little bit, do a little bit of gravity turn. Okay, let's just try to keep it steady here. Let's lock on prograde. Okay, we gotta get used to this. Altitude is pretty good. Yeah, let's just... I don't want to lock on prograde anymore. We're a little bit too far over. We need to gain some altitude before we go that much. Just lock it on standard. We'll go up. Just made your first mission's objectives. Once the vehicle has landed safely in Kerbal, go to the mission controls, submit the report. Nah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna keep going though. Why would we cancel the mission right now, man? Let's see. Let's go back to lock. We're 26, so we should be going close to horizontal. Look at this. That rocket plume is actually very pretty. I think it's better. Okay, can we do a crew report? Okay. Transmit all? Just in case something happens. Whoa! Alright, let's go time warp to here. Let's hang on. Do run a crew report from here? Okay, so we're going to lock onto prograde. We're going to go ahead and hit orbit. Since we've done it, why not? That was easy! Woohoo! First mission success! I'm gonna move my face here. Never quite know where to put it on this game. So time warp to this point. Okay, we can't warp any faster. That's unfortunate. Transmit everything. Okay, we got some new technology. Good. We're in crew ops. Okay, we can't do anything more. Samples you have to return. Data you can just complete. Completed reports. We'll hold on to all of that. Oh! That was kind of a bug. Okay. It's a small bug though. It wouldn't let us go into the faster warp because we started in the slower warp. Okay, let's see. We have no more electricity. That's probably a problem. We are kind of sort of moving in the right direction. I want to see if we can achieve an orbit, and then we're gonna let go. No heat shield may prove to be an issue. It's okay. If we lose our first Kerbal, it's the name of the game. Poor Kerbals. They're just a little too expendable. There's the word I'm looking for. Vehicle fly safe 1. Let's get this to a full orbit. Okay. Then we're going to time warp to here. Then we're going to go into perigee. I guess we get a little bit of energy. How much fuel do we... Oh, we have almost no fuel. Wow. No. Okay, time warp to here. We're going to hit... Hopefully we have enough electricity depleted. Should be enough to get us to re-entry. Hopefully. We could try some other stuff if we need to. Okay, we're gonna... This is a little bit harder than I wanted. Let's see, can we lock this point now? We have 100 meters per second, okay. Let's try for about 25. Let's go for about 30. There we go. So we're going to time warp to here, and it's probably going to slow us down when we hit the atmosphere. Okay. So we're going to go back to this mode. Let's see here. Run crew observation because we've already got it. That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and stage now. Let's set ourselves in re-entry mode. And I hope the lack of a heat shield is not a major obstacle. Okay. Uh-oh. Little bit worried that that booster's gonna hit us. No, I think we're good. Yeah, it's continuing to go further away. We got re-entry heating, woohoo! I'm gonna close this down. Uh-oh. This is not great. This is pretty close to the peak heating. Please don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die! Well, rip first Kerbal. Anybody want to be the second Kerbal? Okay. Let's just call this done. We're gonna go to the Kerbal and we're gonna accept it. Alright, well, it's a rough life for a Kerbal, but re-entry heating is now a thing. Light launchers, let's see. How much science did we get? Environmental science will let us do that. We could do structural fusion. So what does the light launcher do? It's bigger, but it's not really that big of a deal. Don't think we're gonna go with the probes. Let's go with the science. Okay. One of the weird things is just getting around between places is a little bit weird. Okay, so let's go to the VAB. So we have new parts. We're going to do this very similarly. We're going to... We do have this. We're gonna try to take that back with us. Now, the fact that we have a smaller... Oh, all of the favorite stuff is the stuff that's absolutely needed. Interesting. That's actually pretty cool. Now, can we put... No, stabilizers, so we can put fins, but... Okay. So we have two different small engines. Let's put the bigger, let's see. Max thrust is, so the swivel engine is what we want. I'm actually impressed we managed to make it to orbit. It's the very first mission, though. Okay. Fly safe. Hang on. Actually, let's revert to VAB. Confirm revert. So... next time we're gonna try to do a more gentle re-entry profile. That might help. I do want to check the engineer's report. Yeah. So we need at least a little bit more mass. It's pretty low thrust weight. That's fine though. It's above 1. That's the important bit. Okay. Run crew observation. Go ahead and transmit. Okay, 4 science points, nice. Okay. Go ahead and transmit. Fly straight up, a nice nighttime launch for our second launch. Return to launch. Ooh, that is amazing. The moon. Oh, they nailed that. They nailed it. Alright, let's go start our gravity turn. What are we at? Yeah, we just need about there. We're gonna lock to prograde. Nope, let's stationary. We don't want to get down to 45 degrees until we've gone about this far. And I'm gonna try to keep a much better idea on the speed. The problem was there, we tried to go too fast. Okay. Prograde. Let's lock this here. Oh! I forgot we needed to go to the mission control. It's fine. Okay, lock on prograde for sure now. We should just be able to stay there for a little while. Okay, we've already got this. Good, good, good. Let's keep an eye on the speed. Once it gets to be about 20,000, then we're gonna want to taper down. We might not make it to full orbit, and that's actually a good thing. Well, we still have 14,000. Jeez, so much delta V. Okay, once we get to about 21 orbits, we'll kill it. And pause. Okay. Yes, so we want to warp to here. We're gonna try to slow down a little bit on our way back. Let's see, run crew observations. Okay, we got some new stuff. I don't want to do this until we actually make it into space. The material samples. I like that the material sample, the material sample just feels more natural than the goo. Okay, we are, so we can, let's, actually from here is fine. Well, no, let's go ahead and warp to here. And then we're gonna go full speed. Nice. Okay, we're in orbit. We're in full orbit. Now, let's do one full orbit. So we're gonna time warp. Well, let's go to here. And I'm gonna put this on retrograde. Okay, let's see. Run environmental survey. We've already done that. We have a lot of stuff that we can transmit. Environmental samples we can't. Check. Environmental data though, we could transmit that. Whoops. That's definitely lower than we want. We should have done a lot slower. Okay, 30 science points. Woohoo! Gotta get those in situ measurements of temperature. So we're gonna do slow. We want to get this to about... It's out of fuel, okay. That's fine. Let's go ahead and separate. Run environmental survey. We've already done. That's fine. So we're gonna go ahead and lock you in retrograde. I probably shouldn't have done that, but let's just fast forward some. Okay. Run environmental survey. We can transmit. Oh, we have no electrical charge. Okay. This is fine. So let's see, the pod, we're gonna try to run crew observations. Okay. So let's just fast forward for a bit. I have a feeling we're not gonna do much better this go around than we did last. Okay. So this is already heated. Heat shields are definitely more important in this game than they were in the first one. Okay. Still, I think I'm okay having this. Can we take the data from here? That's a little bit of a sacrifice. Okay. Atmosphere, Kerbal Desert. Alright, let's just fast forward some more. So far, we're not getting any heat reports on our main spacecraft. Uh-oh. We're gonna lose this one again. Well, daggum, we gotta stop doing such powerful rockets. Can we transmit anything? No electrical charge. Yep, so we're gonna lose it. Drat. Oh well. We've learned some stuff. We can do environmental samples, environmental data from more places. I think it's a foregone conclusion though. Well, yeah, we're still going way too fast. There we go. Poof. Well darn. 2 Kerbals dead. Mwahaha. Alright. Let's go visit the Mission Control Center. Launch a rocket. Submit. Reporter passed out because of the excitement. Could have been in the rocket fumes. No comment. Joke went over their heads. Off to a great start. Earn some science. Don't forget to swing by R&D. Okay. Thanks, science. Out of the atmosphere. Oh, that's an easy mission. Let's go to R&D. Orbital rocket will be Terrier engines. That we might do. I think survivability though. Let's go with this. And then we're gonna go for orbital rocketry as well. And then no more science, so perfect. VAB, I don't want to revert. No reverting allowed. All right. This time, we're gonna survive, guys. We've invented this genius device called a heat shield. Okay, and our parachute should work too. Well, this is radial mount. That's fine. We can put... No, one parachute will be fine. Okay, then we need to go favorites. We're gonna do stack to coupler. Oh, this is... They've got it now, guys. This feels right. If you've been waiting to get Kerbal Space Program 2, I think now is your chance. I mean, we'll know more soon, but this feels good. Okay, and then let's put on our swivel engine. Let's check our engineer's report. Thrust to weight is not good. Okay, that'll do. So, let's see who volunteers to do our third mission. We got Tim C. Kerbal here. I don't really want to do the environmental survey here. Can we do a crew report? Transmit. Woo! We're blasting off. Okay. So far so good. We're almost a kilometer high. Feels like we're going faster than we are. Okay, we're doing good. Let's see. Let's come a little bit off. A little bit more. A little bit more. Let's try to stay about here. Yeah, okay, lock to prograde. We'll just try a gravity turn from this point forward. We can't do this. The material, we're gonna save that for space. We want to collect the space, but we'll try to do the environmental sample returns from there. This feels like a game. And a good one at that. This is... I'm so excited to see this. Okay, we've got the apogee here. That's right. Let's just keep going until the apogee... we need to go a little bit more flatlined. Let's just set it to stability mode. Yeah, we should be going near horizontal at this point in time. Okay. Good. Let's just go straight here. I'll lock it onto prograde at some point in time. This is going to be a lot easier to maneuver. And we have way, way, way more fuel. We could probably even go to like around the moon or something, but I want to recover a spacecraft from orbit. Okay. Let's go to prograde. We're going almost fast enough. So let's go up to about 80 kilometers. $75 is fine. We're gonna wait till about here. Okay. A little bit more. And let's do it. Science reward available. Okay, that's nice. Run crew observations. We'll transmit everything. We're going to run the science experiment. Transmit everything again. Let's go ahead and fire the engines. You can see our prograde is getting, our apogee is getting a little bit closer, so we probably want to warp for just a scooch. Okay. Get a little bit closer. Let's go to maybe 30 seconds. Yeah, this is good. Okay. I mean, we got it. Okay, we're in orbit. Woohoo! Can we do a crew observation? No. Can we do environmental data we can send back? Can we do an EVA maybe? Run crew observation. Invalid research location. Interesting. So the crew observation doesn't seem to matter if they're inside or outside. That's curious. So Kerbal low orbit. Okay. That's fine. Now let's have it go to our apogee. And we're going to decelerate a little bit from there. I just want to take the perigee down to about 50 kilometers. Okay. So we're going to time warp to inside the atmosphere. Okay, I'm going to put this on stability. We're going to go just a little bit. Whoops. Do we want this way? No. Maybe a little faster? Okay, let's try this. I was hoping to get faster, higher. Well, let's just hold about here. Let's see, can we do run environmental survey, transmit everything? Crew observation, we can't do, okay. So we're gonna go... how much thrusts? We don't have that much. Let's just go ahead and separate. Separate. It's a heat shield. This guy. Decouple. Okay. Ooh, that's a landmass. I thought that was a rocket piece for a second. Let's see. Run environmental survey. We don't have anything new. Okay. Let's just go ahead and time warp. Okay. Get detailed measurements of the environment. So they don't have the flavor text that you do yet, but that's okay. Well, flavor text will come. Yeah, I can definitely say I'm glad I held on to Kerbal. A lot of people returned it. There's probably going to be a lot of those people who end up buying it now. Ooh, we're getting warm, toasty. We're not at safe parachute deployment yet. Okay. Let's slow down. So can we ditch our heat shield? We can't do a crew sample. Can we do an environmental sample? No. Thermal. It is a little bit confusing. You can't ditch the heat shield like you could before. Deploy! Deploy, deploy! Why did the parachute not deploy? It was green. He was hitting space. Hang on. Recover vessel. Confirm recovery. Okay, maybe we did... Vessel destroyed... Oh, we did recover it. I'm not sure quite what happened. Huh. Alright, well... We'll take it, whatever. Kerbals are expendable right now. Out of the atmosphere, submit. 50 science, woohoo! Not only did you achieve Jigsaw, did so with minimal explosions. Take that, Jeb. New intern snuck the sticky notes into our break room on his behalf. Thanks, science, okay. The guy told him he can't touch the button until he's gone through advanced button training at the training center. Okay. 3 coffee makers from Jeb's company. Bets with some other departments. Get the 4th coffee maker. Okay. Thanks, science. So we've got a buoyancy test. Land a pod in the body of Kerbin, and we've got orbit Kerbin. Both of which we should be able to do. Alright, let's go research and development. I don't care about probes. Stuff to build stuff. Moon landing. Specialized decoupling would probably be good. Let's go ahead and do that. Small payloads. Some protective covering. I'm not worried about docking. Lights and utilities. Power management would be good. Having a little solar panel would make all the difference in the world. All right. Let's go back to the mission control. I want to see if there's any other... Nope. I love how Orbit Kerbin is the mission even though we've done this a few times. 75 and 40. All right, BB. So, honestly, I want just to have the last ship that we flew. That's fine. This time we're going to hit the save button, and I'm sure that's going to make all the difference in the world. So I'm... Okay, let's put it here. And then we're going to put a parachute. I'm gonna put a couple of extra parachutes just to make sure. Let's put a little antenna on here to help with its coverage. And then we're gonna put utilities. These are radial mount parachutes. We're gonna put 2 of those. Make sure we still have access to the door. Good. Then the science, we can just add the 1. And then we're gonna put a heat shield. And decoupler. Then 1 fuel tank, 1 Terrier, another decoupler. Then it's about 3 of these tanks, roughly. 1, 2, 3. Let's go with 4. And then a swivel engine. Let's check our engineer's report. How is our thrust to weight so low? There we go. Basic orbit science. Okay, save. Launch. This is not too different than the last one that we did. Tim C. Kerbin's able to launch again, get his second mission. Don't think we're getting a ton of science back from these missions at this point in time, but you know, every little bit helps. I think we're gonna go for a high atmosphere sample this time. It's often a regime that we just don't get many. Maybe next time we'll sneak 2 science packages on. Okay, just a little bit of a gravity turn. Lock into prograde. It'll be fine. Okay, we do need to do a lot more of a gravity turn actually, so let's go ahead. We should be going close to 45 degrees at this point in time. I don't want to go too far, but we do want to fight a little bit more to level off. Kind of pushing by feel, just the point where it's kind of fighting me a little bit. Okay. Let's try... Actually, let's go full horizontal at this point in time. Good. Good, good, good. With the lighter rocket, we should be just fine. Okay. Now let's get a crew report. We've already got one. Let's do environmental survey. So the environmental data, 0 science. Well, hang on. Can we reset that? No. Interesting. So the samples are not going to give us anything. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Let's go ahead and just lock to prograde. It's good to know. It's a little disappointing that you can't figure out how much science you're going to get from it before you actually use it, but well, it's fair, I guess. Okay, gonna fast forward until we're about 30 seconds from apogee. It's all 0 science, yeah. Whoops. Did we run out? How did we not make it to orbit? Wow. Huh. All right then. Let's go ahead and we'll stop our warping. We're gonna ditch. We're gonna line up to retrograde and we'll try to do a splashdown. We got a pretty good chance of having this work. Parachutes should be primed. I don't know if we're gonna be in the prime splashdown zone is the problem. Okay. Could try to do an EVA or something, but nope. This would be an exceptionally dangerous area to do an EVA. Okay, it looks like our antenna is probably gonna break off, and I'm okay if that happens. Nope. So let's slow down. Now I wonder why this didn't work. Speed up a little bit more. We'll deploy about 5 kilometers above. It looks like the ocean. Good. Okay, now guaranteed we've got this. Okay. All the parachutes are coming and we are 6 meters per second is a very, very survivable speed. When we get to be about 100 meters above, I'm gonna try an EVA. We'll risk it. Do a crew report? Nope. Okay, run crew observation. Board. Doesn't seem to have done any good. Okay. Successfully landed, woohoo! Run crew observation, and then we'll have some environmental samples. Okay. And then we're going to recover vessel. Confirm recovery. Woohoo! We got another 10 science points. Okay. Not bad. Now it's too bad we didn't make it to orbit. So let's go to... It's a little weird it didn't take me to the KSC. But the buoyancy test, submit. You floated, you're an ice cube, big old cup of coffee. Vessels don't melt, at least not in water. Okay, thanks science. So now we gotta orbit Kerbin on the one mission that we didn't orbit Kerbin. Why? I think this should be a smaller engine, maybe. Why do I have two? Oh. That's silly. Yeah, so that's gonna take down our delta V, but can we make it up here? And then our engineer's report says thrust to weight ratio is better. Still, I don't quite think this is gonna be good enough. It's a little low, but that's 300 more delta V, and honestly that would have been enough. Stitch this antenna too. It's really not contributing anything. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna save. Override, sure. Launch. We got this, guys. Woo! Let's go, go, go! We're gonna try to start our gravity turn a little bit earlier. Okay, I'm gonna lock on. Oh, no, 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 no. Let's go right here. I love all the different launch pads and the landing pads and everything else. The Kerbal Space Program, Kerbal Space Center in this game is fantastic. We may have to go back to the more simple rocket if this is going to cause us this much issue. We got to make it to orbit this time, guys. Okay, let's lock on prograde. Should help to get us a little bit more down, I'm hoping. Let's lock on orbital prograde. Okay. All right. We're about done with this, and then we have 1500. This should be enough to get us the rest of the way if we use it wisely, but it's gonna be a little bit closer than I would like. We have about 1,000 to spare, about 100, 1 to 200 to spare. That's about it. Oh wait, we're already, oh gosh. We're in a less than optimal. Okay. We need to warp for a moment. So the problem is our apogee is too high. We were going too fast. Okay, let's go a little bit further. Can we run environmental survey? Nothing, that's fine. I think we're gonna, oh, we're just gonna barely not make it again. Let's delay a little bit longer. The closer we are, the more likely this is gonna work. But I'm not real confident that we're actually gonna make it to full orbit. I'm pretty sure we're gonna be just shy of it actually. So I'm keeping an eye on the fuel. 200, 100. Oh, we're so close. Let's wait a few seconds. We'll get what last little eking we can. Maybe it'll count it as an orbit. It's not really going to be an orbit because we would be on we're on an auto re-entry trajectory. But maybe we can get it so that the perigee is above 0. We turn RCS on? Do we have RCS? Yeah, I just don't think we have it. Well, darn. Oh, so close. But we screwed this one up. We screwed the pooch. Alright, let's just re-enter again. You know, this one will revert to launch. I mean, there's no sense in just returning to orbit. We screwed up our orbit. We know we can get back. That's not an issue at this point in time. So the problem is we went a little bit too high too early. We needed to level things off. If we had not wasted our energy going so high, we would have been able to orbit. No problem. Okay, let's go right about here. And then we'll lock on prograde. I'm ready to go full stability if it looks like we're going too far over. Okay, let's stay here, steady. 5 clicks. I think once we hit 10 kilometers, then we'll hit the prograde button again. That's 10 kilometers here, not 10 kilometers here. Yep, go ahead. Tim C. Kerbal, adventurous feller that he is. I think we're going a little bit far. Let's go a little bit more horizontal, please. I'm gonna try to keep this to be about a minute. Let's just wait a scooch. We're gonna go to full horizontal. Okay. I don't think we're gonna quite do this either. Maybe. We do have some to spare. So we're gonna lock right on prograde, which will give us the best bang for the buck. We're gonna wait a few seconds. We don't want this to count up any. Well, let's let it get to a minute and then we're gonna wait. We'll go down to about 40. Okay. Let's keep going now until we hit apogee in space. I think we have enough. There we go. This is definitely better than last time. 31. I don't know if we're gonna do this. Okay, let's time warp to here. Okay. Maybe, but this is gonna be so hard. It's a very smooth transition. So we're gonna go basically right to the apogee. It's gonna be the best chance. We're gonna go here. You kidding me? 6 kilometers. Let's revert to VAB. Confirm revert. Okay. We're gonna do this. We need more fuel in the second stage. So we're gonna take this off. We're gonna dump this. We're gonna put a bigger fuel tank there. We're gonna put you there. What's our thrust to weight? It's low, but it's doable. So let's take a half tank here. Yeah, that'll still do. I'm gonna skip the countdown. We didn't save this rocket design. Because of course we didn't. But that's okay. We should also do samples from the pad. Yeah, the atmosphere doesn't give us much science, if anything. Okay, let's start tilting over a little bit. This is fine so far. Let's just go ahead and lock on prograde. And then let's see if we can do this. Make sure there's nothing important. Okay, let's steady as she goes. Yeah, we'll hold steady until we're about... Yeah, let's go ahead and lock on prograde. That's fine. So all we really did was switch one of these tanks for here. We put the half tank on the bottom and the full tank on the top, and that's going to make all the difference in the world, I think. So we'll have much more Delta V on the upper stage, which is the higher performance part. So we're looking good. We're looking real good. Not going to transmit anything because we already have all this. 39 seconds with 38, so we are, if anything, a little bit shallow, but not much. I think we'll be fine. We're getting very close though, and we have way more Delta V than we had last time. So let's go up a little scooch. Let's put this in lock. Just a teensy bit. Okay, now back to prograde lock. 42, 43. Okay, good. It's climbing slowly. We should be quite a bit higher actually than what we are. We're basically at orbital velocity. But we're still very much, we're at a re-entry type of situation now. We went too shallow. Okay, let's just stay here. We're gonna go to prograde. We've got 300. Yeah, this will be fine. So we're gonna go into a little bit higher of an orbit than what we did last time. Let's just warp ahead. We really want to warp close to the apogee before we fire our engine again. So this wasn't perfect, but it's not bad. Anyone that you can walk away from, huh? Huh? Am I right? This game runs just so much smoother than it did. Okay, and then we'll get this into full orbit. Ah, science reward available. All right, let's just strictly go straight to re-entry. It's not really going to do much. Let's go ahead and get you to about 40. Yeah, 40's probably good. Should be fine. Let's do a quick EVA. Wonder. Oh, you can't be connected to the spacecraft. Oh, that's interesting. That's a difference from KSP-1. Okay, board. Okay. So we could transmit our EVA option. I mean, let's transmit all the data. We're gonna go into re-entry. Okay, no electrical charge, that's fine. Let's go, just time warp to here. Doesn't really matter that much what we do. We have no electricity. I'm gonna fire the engine a little bit once we get to maybe 50 something. Okay. I mean, we may as well take the engine as long. Once it starts to show reheating effects, that's when we'll fire it. May as well. We haven't really started to slow down much. All right. Well, our apogee's slowing down. We'll fire. We'll drop off that stage now, which is probably going to go boom. And all we got to do now is figure out the parachute deployment time. This heat shield should be more than sufficient. And maybe if we're lucky, we'll get some observations. Go ahead and do drogue mode here. we've already done the environmental surveys here. Let's just keep warping all the way down to the ground, I guess. Should be enough, hopefully, to keep the environmental unit intact. We'll be on the desert floor. So we could collect a sample of the desert floor. Parachutes are basically the same as they are in KSP1, which is fine. That worked nicely. Okay. So let's see here. Crew observation. Let's get environmental survey. We're going to do an EVA. So we're going to have to get off of here. Run surface survey. Left valid region. Okay, run surface survey. We're going to run crew observation. In the desert. Okay. So we've got surface sample data. I hear you like sand from the desert. Oh. The crew observation. Ready, okay. Forward, and then let's recover this vessel. Confirm. Okay, and then we'll go to the KSC. Woo! Alright, let's go to mission control. So money is not a thing in this game. Submit. Magnificent magnet of science study, you did amazing. Have a watch party to celebrate. There is exact replica of your vessel made out of cake. It's surprisingly flammable. More missions are available. If the missions are canon, these contracts are adventure spin-offs. Okay. This is the first space program on Kerbal, right? Okay, thanks, science. So moon or bust. Establish an orbit with a moon. Can't be too close to the surface, though. So we got something with goo. Science Junior to a vessel, perform environmental survey on Kerbal. We've already done that. EVA while in Kerbal orbit, which we've already done. All right. That's the kind of silly thing. Okay. So let's get moon landing. Moon. Ooh, a bigger tank. Yes, please. Struts we might want. I'm not worried about trusses. Oh. Interesting, the different levels. So do we want a reaction control system? I mean, struts are useful. 50 science, we could do small payloads. For satellites, we could do miniaturization. Science Junior, yeah, we'll take you. So let's go to the VAB. So this is gonna be our moon rocket. Okay, how to do this, We're gonna go ahead and do a single seater still. Honestly, let's load this guy in. I want to take the full science package. Science Junior, Radial Environmental Study. It's just a lot lighter. Is that the only difference? Yeah, but we'll go ahead and take this. I think that'll be fine. So, we want to have a big, well, this guy. Let's say our trip planner is going to go to, this is just going to orbit the moon. From here to Mun. Mun low orbit. You're gonna need more fuel. We actually want to do, well, we're going to Mun orbit. Really? It doesn't take that interesting. It assumes you're going to use a rocket to completely slow everything down. So let's go ahead and dispose of this. We're going to put 3 of these guys and then a swivel. What does our engineering report say? Thrust to weight ratio is too low. So we're going to add in some radial decouplers. Let's do 3. No particular reason. We're gonna do 3 tanks. We have struts too. Let's remember this. Put 1 above, 1 below. And then a swivel engine below. So let's see, 3, separate, center, yes. So now what's our engineer's report say? Oh, we actually do need to fire this guy. We can kill this stage. Honestly, we don't really need the side boosters. This should be more than enough to get us to the moon. We don't need these jitters because all of this is the same. Yeah, we'll do it anyways. It'll be fine. Actually, hang on. Revert to VAB. The reason why is I want to save this. This is the Mun flyby. Okay. Wish I knew what they were saying. We're gonna cut this middle engine out at some point in time. Just to save a little bit of fuel. Let's cut it out at about 1 kilometer, completely out. Okay. Let's go ahead and start doing our gravity turn. Keep going. This is probably good. Let's hold steady for a bit. Right here. Okay. Looking good. We're gonna start to spin a bit. Probably should have put some arrow shells on these guys, but that's okay. I'm gonna see if we actually reactivate this. Okay, let's go lock on prograde now. See if this works. I don't think it's actually gonna turn on the center core once we let go, but we'll find out. Oof, we are being shaken every which way. I think I'm okay with activating this as soon as we can. We'll cut off the engine, but we do want to get a little bit of forward momentum. Nope, this is good. Woohoo! And it worked too. We are way too low though. We need to be something closer to here. "13 seconds is good. We're gaining a little bit. We want this to be around 30 is the goal. We've still got a lot of fuel in this stage, although we really want to make it basically to orbit with this stage, so the fact that we're hitting aerodynamic effects, that's not great. Wait. That's not right. Hang on, hang on. Gotta have some kind of a decoupler here. Where's our coupling? Not that one. There we go, this guy. Okay, so we'll hit decouple when it comes there. That's... Holy cow, what are we doing? Oh my. Oh, that's what I get for just totally losing track of everything. Well, it's okay. Decouple. Well, this is interesting. We want to probably slow down. Okay, well, that was slightly embarrassing. Well, we need to stay inside of the system. Okay. So, what do we do from here? The best way is going to be to warp to here. And we're going to do a small prograde maneuver. It's going to take us in line with the MUN. This is kind of similar to something called supersynchronous orbits. Okay, moon perigee. Okay, let's just take this and we're gonna warp to here. Okay, let's set up a maneuver here. Maneuver plan. Yeah. Oh, this game is so much better than what it was before. Let's unlock this. This is the one I want to lock. Okay. Let's see. Let's lock this guy. Okay, there we go. So that's about where we want to be. Required delta V is 68. That is an excellent time. So let's see. Fast forward to the burn timer. We're going to set to maneuver. Okay. Start burn in 25 seconds. We're pointed in the right direction. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And boom. Okay, how close are we now? Perfect. So we're going to go warp to... Let's warp to here. And then from this point in time, we're gonna do... We're in crew observation. Okay, and we're gonna do an EVA too. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. F, board, perfect. Let's get science. Okay. Looks like we're gonna have some samples, lots and lots of data. We can transmit the data, sure. Should really probably put a solar panel on. 48 science points, woohoo! Okay, we ran out of electrical charge, that's fine. Now let's warp to just barely here. Okay. Now we're around the moon. We're going to run environmental survey. We're going to run a crew observation. Then we're going to do another EVA. We're going to let go. Run crew observation. And with being this high up, it looks like we can just kind of hang out a little bit. Board. So let's go time warp to here. How high are we? We're still probably high. Let's go... I want to go there. Let's see. Let's set this to... out of electrical charge. That's fine. We're going to do just a little scooch. Okay. Time warp to here. Ooh, epic music. I love this with Kerbal Space Program 2. Oh, we're still in high orbit. So we'll see if we can get a little bit lower. Let's go to about there. Okay, we have plenty of fuel. Science reward available. I think we needed to get to a nearly circular orbit. Something like this. So then let's go to the apogee, time warp to here. We're gonna do a little bit more slowed down. Because I want to go low Kerbal orbit. Okay, so we're gonna time warp to here. We're in environmental survey, okay. And then we're gonna do crew observations. And then we're gonna try another EVA here. Low orbit around the Mun is all that we're gonna get from this. Oh! Really? Hmm. Crew observations, environmental data. Okay. Well, that's fine. We'll try one more environmental survey. That's fine. All right. So we need to get back home. The best way to do this is we just left the perigee, so we need to wait quite a while. What we need to do is to go in such an orbit. Well, we have 800 meters per second. I mean, yeah, we could fudge things a little bit. Yeah, I don't really want to wait every time we get this low at this speed. Okay, next time we are moving in this direction, so we need to slow ourselves down in the opposite direction. So the next time we hit apogee here, we're going to create a maneuver plan. We're going to go prograde. We're not quite ideal. Although honestly, I mean, that's not bad. That's just gonna kind of tilt it a little more over. Let's try this, maybe? Yeah, that's getting closer. Wouldn't mind too much if we went into the polar regions. Oh, whoops. Let's maneuver. Okay, let's just do this. And then once we get out of the orbit, then we're going to do some stuff. So keep warping, lock on maneuver node. I love the epic music of KSP2. By far, that's my favorite feature of the game. Six, 5. Okay, we're gonna burn for 25 more seconds. That should take us pretty close. Once we're out of the influence of Mun, then we're going to adjust our orbit. For 3, 2, 1, and cease. Okay. So let's just warp a bit. Okay, I think that's like about right. And once we get here, okay, let's just go prograde. Oh, we'll head to the Apple Oasis here. We may as well do this efficiently. It's not going to take a lot of force. We want the perigee to get to be about 70 kilometers. About 40 kilometers. We're going to try to go full re-entry from the Mun. We got this, guys. Okay, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just go slower for this last little bit because we really don't want to go too low. 40 is good. Perfect. We have a fair bit to spare, even with a kind of awful trajectory. So this craft could take us a number of places. Once we hit the atmosphere, I'm gonna go ahead and try to brake. We'll burn what little fuel we have left. Okay. There we go. Really amazes me how safe it is to do that. It shouldn't be. Sure doesn't feel like it should be. Okay, and can we do an environmental sample? I mean, I guess we have all this stuff already. Default name 6. Oh, that's an amusing issue that still exists, I guess. So our apogee is still really high. And there's not a complete guarantee that we're going to re-enter, but I think we will. But I'd like to do it a little bit more gentle. The re-entry effects are nice. I think they were a little bit better in Kerbal 2, but it's hard to, or 1, but it's hard to say, and they are getting a lot better. But what's nice is this is still pretty usable. We could get away with a lot less ablator if we needed to. Let's just go ahead and warp full speed. Very stable. The Kraken that happened when you were in, you know, this kind of speeds in Kerbal 1 seems to have gone away. I am genuinely impressed with what they have managed to do so far. Okay, we did not completely re-enter that first pass, which is fine. That's actually, well, they're going to do something called a skip re-entry for the Artemis program, I believe. That they're going to have a skip re-entry. It's kind of hard to do. I've done it before. You dip down and then you go back up and then you actually start to re-enter before you go completely out of the atmosphere again. So it's a way to really extend the window of the burn through a longer period, which will make it safer. Okay, we're just gonna warp full speed. Hang on, let's see. We're still in high orbit above. Let's see where this switches to low orbit. Okay, this is low orbit now. So can we run crew observation from there? And then we're gonna try an EVA here. Okay. Four, three. Why is it doing that? No, I'm just gonna assume that it wouldn't work anyway. So we're just gonna keep going. I don't know that an EV observation is any different in this game. Okay. Would not surprise me if Starship coming back from Mars does something like this, that it'll do an aero capture the first time just to get into orbit, and then it'll take a few times before it fully settles. It's a little tricky to do right, though. Okay. Yeah, I think this time we're fully go. And yep, we are 100% going to re-enter this time. Okay. We've got a confirmed observation. Looks like we're gonna hit land somewhere. That's good. We'll get a different type of observation we've had. Maybe we'll land in the water. We haven't collected an ocean sample on Kerbal. Okay, we are gonna have a water landing, a splashdown. That's fine. What? The parachute deployment's not working right. Yeah, whatever. It is what it is. We got some stuff. Training center? Okay, we don't care about that. We're gonna go to mission control. Moon or bust. Okay. Porters have been knocking on the door. Major press outlets. Good. Just lock them in your office. Don't worry. Newton has found various flat snacks that can be slid under the door to them. They're making themselves comfortable. I'm sure that's going to be fine. Going green. Okay. Gotcha. Thanks, science. Spacewalking we got. Cancel their EVA strep program. Gotcha. Okay. So one small step. So it wants us to land. First dibs. An action figure of a Kerbal holding a KSC flag. So plant a flag with any mare on the moon. Within any mare on the moon. So you have to land on a mare, one of the lowland flat circles. Perfect Circle suing us for using their company name. We explained that every orbit has a periapsis and that it's not copyright infringement. Their lawyers think otherwise. They want us to have an orbit that's a perfect circle. 99 and 101 kilometers. Interesting. Interesting. All right. Well, what shall we do, guys? What shall we do? Let's load this guy. I don't understand why we don't seem to do that. Well, before we do this, we need to go to research and development. Let's see what we've got. We've got a lot of science. Powered launchers. Ooh. Ooh la la. Monopropellant drive would probably be helpful. Tiny engines. Don't think we care that much. Long range payloads will be better antennas. We're not going to care too much. Basic docking, I don't think I care. Trusses, they'll be nice, but it's not that big of a deal. Airplanes, same thing. So let's do reaction control systems. Monopropellant drive, tiny engines. Okay. So that's not really going to meaningfully change anything. So we need to do a near circular orbit. Let's try to do that with this guy. One thing we're going to do differently. We are going to go ahead and put a communication antenna on here. We're going to put power. So we're going to put a small solar panel. On the back side here. And we're going to put some kind of an antenna. Okay. I want to get all of that moon science. What do we think we could do? Go ahead and put the cones on. Strut, clamp, adapter, beam, fuel tank. We don't have the ability to do asparagus staging, unfortunately. Okay. So really wants us to land. Want to go to the Mun round trip. I think not. Now this we don't actually have to do. The Mun intercept we also don't have to do. These two we can do effectively for free. So it's nearly one way. But we need more oomph to get there. So let's do this. Let's put another tank on there. We're gonna take these guys down. Let's put 4 of them on here. What's our thrust to weight ratio? Good. It's about perfect. Do we have a ladder? Is that a utility? I mean, I guess we don't really need the ladder for the Mun, but it's kind of silly to not have one. No, we'll ditch it. We'll just use our RCS. That'll be fine. What else? The Mun will need lander legs, so we're gonna put those on. That'll be fine. Now, how much Delta V does that top stage have? I don't think there's an easy way to get much more fuel out of this. We could put in a bigger stage here. Let's do that. This has its risks, but we're gonna try to do this. The Mara is where we're aiming for. Okay. So let's put you guys extend. Okay, this is gonna be Mun Lander Mark 1. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, remember, we're trying to do 100 orbital. I don't know that we've actually run a crew observation from here. 0 science, yeah, that's fine. This is a momentous occasion for Bob Kerbin. Trying to go where no Kerbal has gone before, to land on the Mun and return safely home. We hope he can return safely home, but who really knows? Who really knows, guys? Okay. There's our target, the moon. will kill the center engine at about 2,000 meters roughly. No, we need to burn more fuel than that. Because the thrust to weight ratio was still well below 1 with just that. The delta V is actually going up. That's a good sign because we're going to need about 6,000, I think. Should have been doing the gravity turn a little bit sooner, but somebody was distracted. I'm gonna put this to burn with that. It should be good, and that should help our delta V a little bit, I think. Let's go 45 degrees roughly. Alright, 15 kilometers, good. Looking 27 seconds and holding very steady, that's excellent. 28, we do want it to actually go up a little bit because once the fuel goes out of these guys, then we're going to slow down a little bit. Wouldn't mind if it was up to a minute or so. Okay. 45 seconds actually would be pretty decent. Let's go ahead and lock it on prograde. We're even gonna do orbital prograde. Okay, this is good. Almost exactly a minute is where we'll be. Woo! So I don't know how far this stage will take us. We're halfway down with the fuel though. This should take us almost all the way to orbit. Should take us beyond orbit actually. Should get us well on our way to the moon. Hopefully we can do that. But our first goal is to have a circular orbit of 100 kilometers plus or minus a kilometer. So that way we don't get sued. And who wants to get sued, guys, as a space company? Let's go a little bit more vertical. We're a little bit too low. Yeah, this will be good. Let's warp. Okay, our apogee is going down a little bit. We're still pretty low in the atmosphere. Okay, let's just fire straight on the perigee from this point forward. Oof. Very, very slow to maneuver. That's okay. We're almost outside of the atmosphere. warp right to here. Okay, let's warp to here. Trying very, very hard to not raise my apogee any more than is absolutely required. Okay, let's go for that perfect. Let's warp a little bit more. Gotta get pretty near spot on at this point in time. Oops, let's stop there. And we're going to wait to see if we can narrow in on pointing exactly the right direction. Woo! We got our science. Excellent. We have a random booster stage. All right. So, oh, that's going extra solar. Yeah, I guess it would be, wouldn't it? So this is our target. Set as target. In the Mon, we want to burn. Gee, it's not far from where we're at. Create a maneuver plan. Let's go ahead and do this. We could do the first one. We could eyeball it, but let's keep going. Okay, that's probably means that we're going at the wrong point in time. Oh, we got an intersect. Good. Intersect means we're probably pretty close to efficient. Moon perigee 40 kilometers. Can we improve? I mean, let's just do this. This is fine. So we're going to lock to maneuver node. I don't know how much of the science we actually got back. Let's do a crew report. Okay, let's go ahead and fast forward to the burn. But you need to do this one pretty close to right on time. Because it's an orbiting trajectory, and those ones always matter because we're moving fast. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire! 1 minute and 34 seconds. Wow. That's a long burn. Still, I think we'll be okay. We'll probably have to get into our upper stage to get it really finalized. Don't like how hot the landing legs are getting to be. That may be another bug. We're not inside the atmosphere. They should not be heating up. And they're far, far away from the rocket engine. Auto ground? Really? Decouple? Oh. Did a full pause. Interesting. Two, one, stop. Alright, we screwed this orbit up somehow. Let's do... Gotta burn in 1 minute. Let's pause. It is nice to be able to have a pure pause. Well, can't do much in a pure pause though. Okay. Well, obviously the trajectory planning is still a little buggy. We should have gone the old-fashioned way. Just gonna delete. We're gonna hold stable here and hope that this works. Delta V is a little low. Really hopeful we're kind of close. Okay, so we are going to hit a lunar periapsis, so let's create another maneuver plan. Not there, like here. 4 minutes, that's some time. All we really want to do is to get close. We're going so fast. How did this happen? Something happened that gave us more delta V than we were planning on. I think we need to burn maybe radial out. I don't want that one. I want... this trajectory planner, like, it's locked on this guy, but that's the current periapsis, not the target one. And the target one's the only one that I care about. So, focus here. Let's see here. We're going to put a maneuver node there, and we're going to try... that's going to get us closer. And then we're going to have to go up a bit. Yeah. There's the moon periapsis. This is pretty close to the direction that we need to go. Then a little bit there. This is exactly it. Okay. We're gonna lock on this. 400. It's a little high. Let's try to burn now. Nope. Okay, we're gonna fast forward to the event. Okay, this is already, I can see this is the real one. I'm just going to hold this, we're gonna delete this, and we're just gonna keep this orientation, and hopefully this will save us a little bit of fuel because we're doing it a little bit earlier. That's our hopes and dreams. Man, I don't know what happened. I swear I know how to play this game, guys. I really do. Okay, 30 kilometers will do quite nicely. So then we're gonna warp to here. Well, let's time warp to there. We'll collect our samples. Okay. So we have the environmental samples that we need to return. And then we're going to do, let's do an EVA. So this game is still a little buggy. It seems to be less buggy than it was before. Okay, forward. Now, but it's still a little bit buggy. I don't think that the EVA is a different science point than just the normal observation, which is kind of a pity, actually. Okay. Crew observation. We can transmit. We got some samples that we need to return, but we have this solar panel now, which should allow us quite a bit more flexibility. Okay, out of electrical charge. That's fine, because we'll get some more. I don't care if this doesn't really do anything. I'm still going to do it anyways. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. We're just going to board. Okay. So let's go down to here. $1,800 is gonna be really close. I want to rotate right there. Okay. Let's go ahead and transmit what we can. It's killing our power, which is okay. Maybe we should only try one of them? Can we extend this antenna somehow? Nope. Okay, let's see. Well, let's go warp to maybe here. And we should be close enough. We're still in high moon orbit. Let's keep going until we're low. Oh, there we are. We're low. Okay, and we're gonna do this science. And then... let's go ahead and see if we can get... No! We're going way too fast. We're not even going to be able to orbit the moon. I don't know how we had this much. There's no way that we had this much Delta V, guys. Okay. We're going to revert to launch. Something weird happened. Forgot it doesn't do the countdown when you do a revert to launch. It's okay. So you're gonna keep going up. We're gonna kill this about 2 kilometers. Well, I don't know what's happening. Something very, very weird happened. I'm gonna have to watch the VOD, but we seem to just gain more speed than we should have. We had 1,000 kilometers, like, or 1 kilometer per second extra Delta V. Let's go ahead and kill this. Start tilting over. Should go about 20 degrees over. Let's go to 25. Go another one. Okay, this is good. So let's just stay right there. Steady as she goes. Actually, we can lock on prograde, I think, now. And then let's stay right here. Last time we definitely wasted some power because we tried to be a little bit too aggressive in our gravity turns. So we're gonna improve this, even though the main issue was that weird Delta V spike. We're gonna assume we can do this right now. And I think we're gonna do the old-fashioned manual MUN trick, where you just see it come over the horizon and then fire. Okay. So actually it looks pretty decent. Let's go ahead and lock on program. Keep an eye on this. Fuel is looking fine. We're still continuing to rise a little bit. This is a good speed for this altitude. I think we're pretty near spot on. Almost a full minute to apogee. Okay. We still have 3/4 of the tank. And so I'm going to lock this right here. I actually don't want to level out for a little while. I'm going to start measuring this by orbital though. Okay, let's also switch to C. Yeah, we're doing fine. 46 seconds, and it's actually increasing a little bit. We can go a little bit more shallow. Not too much, but a little bit. Okay, let's lock on prograde now. We're basically orbital velocity at this point in time, but we're too low for that. So let's go here. We're gonna back off a little scooch. Let the apogee rise. Okay, let's just fast forward for a moment. It's interesting, the apogee is actually going up. Now let's keep going. Okay. Prograde at this point in time. Yeah, we're 60 clicks up. So we need to still do the circular orbit again because we did a revert. Yeah, let's go right up to 90. Nah. Perfect. So now we're going to warp to here. Landing legs are showing a little bit of heat. It's fine. Go to right there. Okay. Looking all right. We do need to hightail this on. Okay, let's wait a little scooch longer. A little bit longer. Okay, we can actually go up to 101, so we can, let's go pretty much right to the Apoasis here, and then we're going to, let's go to here. There we go. Game saved. Now, so our next shot will be right about here. We'll try to do this using the maneuver planner. Set this as our target. I really do want the maneuver planner to work. We got a touch. We got a 1A. I mean, the time to do it actually is very soon. Yep. Moon periapsis. I mean, we could do it a little bit later, maybe? No, honestly, we just want to go full speed right now. I'm just going to delete this and we're going to go full speed right now. It should take us pretty close. Okay. So 2300. Yeah, this calculation though is not showing up right. Yeah, this is almost spot on. We're maybe a little tiny bit early, but I think it's okay. Descending node is a little bit off, but that just means we're going to go below the moon, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, we're going to slow down now. Moon periapsis. Just keep going until we see lower, lower, lower. Perfect. We still have some more fuel on this stage. Magnificent. So I'm pretty sure I've done all of this. Let's try the high science stuff. Okay. Okay, we got something there. And then we can... run a crew observation. Okay. So then we're gonna hit the Mun. Let's see, this is where we hit the sphere of influence. So as soon as we cross the sphere of influence, it's where we need to do the second sample point. Okay. So we're going to run environmental survey, and we're going to transmit this guy, and then we're going to rotate our spacecraft. Yeah, we ran out of juice. Oh, that's fine. We should have rotated the spacecraft first, but it is gonna spin around, and so we'll eventually get some sunlight. Let's do a crew observation. Ooh. That's what we get for only having one lowly panel. We should have put more on this stage or something. That's fine. Let's put this to prograde. And then I'm gonna let it just kind of move around a little bit. Yeah, maybe we can even get just a little tiny bit of power. It's gonna have all the benefit in the world. Looks like we're gonna get that power now. Yep. I'm gonna turn off our control. We're gonna try to just get some electric charge built up. Okay. Now, steady, steady. Good, 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 good. So this will get us the power that we need. So let's warp to here. Full power, good. Time warp to here. Lack of stellar exposure is perfectly fine here. Run environment survey. We're going to run crew observations. And then we're going to lock here. We've got a minute away. It's gonna be... How fast are we going? We're not going to do the full landing burn, but we want to take out about 200 meters per second. So it's not going to be terribly long. Look at how little fuel we have. We really should do a much smaller stage for the lander. Let's warp to about 20 seconds. 15 maybe? Let's go 15. Okay, looking fine. We've achieved orbit. Good. Ooh, now we got the epic music. Okay. Let's see here. Let's go to about here. Well, we need to land on a Mar. So the best Mar to land on would be right here. So what we're gonna do, let's do it right at the Apple Oasis. Now I'm gonna set up a transmit when we get this going. Okay. Once the burn starts, I'm going to transmit one at a time. Crew observation will be the first thing to go. The control algorithm is very nice. Okay, we're going to go down to, I don't know, 400... 300 maybe? Actually, that's a very good spot. Okay. Separate this out. We're not crashing into Mari. We have 2,000 fuel. We got plenty. We're gonna give this just a little bit of go. activate. Let's go carefully by this booster. I'm gonna rotate so we get more power. Okay, let's try right about there, a little bit further. Okay, that should do. Now we do have full power. Let's transmit. Can't transmit the samples, and we've got 2 of those. The crew observation's useless. Let's do real quick EVA. Okay. Say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Board. Oh, we already had that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Let's warp to about here. This is going to be over the Mari, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. Landing legs deployed. The retrograde. Ground. Yeah, we're in the Mari. I don't fully know why we're going faster now. Well, this is fine. We're quite low. Let's set this to ground radar. We're gonna go ahead and take this down to, I don't know, 300 is probably fine. Let's take it down to 200. Yeah, we're still mostly just taking out our horizontal velocity. Okay, now we're starting to go a little bit vertical. We'll give this a little bit of speed. Quick save. Alright, once we hit 5 kilometers, then we're going to hit it again. Come on, guys, we got this. Yeah, I already got it here. Okay, 100. Let's go again at about 3 kilometers. This does look like a nice, pretty flat region, so should be good in that sense. We still actually have quite a bit of fuel. Okay. Let's see, let's burn again at 2 kilometers. We'll go down to about 50. And then at 1 kilometer, we'll target it again. And see our target region. Let's go down to about 35. That's good. Okay, we're gonna try a constant velocity. Trying to look at our landing area. I don't really love it. Do love that the music gets quieter as you get closer. Oh, we see the surface. And let's decrease this. We can increase our speed down. Contact light. Woohoo! Success! First time! Alright. Run crew observation. I'm gonna time warp just a scooch, which I think will help to lock this in place better. Can we turn off the auto suspension maybe? And then if I run this again, don't like how wobbly this is. We'll try auto suspension again. Let's turn off. Oh gosh. Well, this is not great. Okay. This is fine, I guess. We didn't get the science from the surface. Ah! Let's just wait for a scooch. We're still going up, and then eventually... Okay. We're basically going straight down. Still have plenty of delta V to get home. So that's not really an issue. Okay, we're gonna start slowing down at 1 kilometer. It's really hard to get on the surface and stay on the surface. Shoot full speed. And then let's take us down to about 20. We need to drop a little bit more. This looks like a better region. Okay. We're coming at a good speed. Let's come a little slower. $100 a little faster, and come on, come on, come on. Contact. Kill the RCS. Let's go a little bit higher. And we're gonna try... We actually have decent RCS. We'll turn on RCS. I don't know that it'll do us much good. We have decent reaction wheels. Okay. Come on. A little bit slower. We want to stay about like this. This is about perfect. Okay, a little bit slower. And contact. This is flat. Turned off RCS. Let's turn it back on. Let's hit upright, upright, upright. See, if I turn off auto suspension. No! Dadgum, this is starting to infuriate me a little bit. So we've got about 50 kilometers per second that we need to zero out. That was such a perfect landing site, too. We're getting to the point where we'll have to abandon this, and I don't want to. I'd almost rather do a rescue mission. Okay. A little bit slower. Contact. Okay, I'm gonna quick save here. Get out. Run surface survey. Yeah, invalid. Okay. It's fine. Let's get down to the surface. Woo! We did it, guys. Oh, thank goodness. We're in crew observations. Plant flag. Upon landing. We did it. First time. Yeah. We'll put a question mark in there. All right. And then the flag should give us the science. Okay. RCS. Jump up. Board. Okay, let's make sure we've got everything that we can do. We're not going to transmit anything until we take off. Science Junior, we're going to run the survey. Good. All right. Now, last thing, hang on a sec. We need to fire off this direction because we need to go east. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and rotate this. So I'm thinking more normal. We'll pull out our landing legs because honestly, we could ditch those. Don't care about the orientation. Big thing is we've got to get... Well, we can rotate now to get the little sunlight. Not really. Okay, that's fine. So let's just warp for a scooch until we're near the apogee. Then we're gonna fire and we'll be able to get our orbit. If we're in orbit, we can at least do a rescue mission. A rescue mission that will not be too terribly risky. Okay. Let's lock on prograde actually. We're going to... Let's go to about 20 seconds, yeah. Okay, right away we're speeding up, that's fine. Okay. We've got orbit. Let's go to about 15. By God orbit, I mean we will be able to orbit. Oh no. This is not enough fuel. We're gonna have to launch a rescue mission. It's enough to orbit, but it's not enough to get home. It might... maybe. Okay. Well, let's see. What we need to do is we need to fire our engines. It's got to be about here. Create a maneuver plan. So what we're gonna do is go full speed here. No fuel. This is using every last drop of fuel that we have. Welp. Okay. Rescue mission time. Alright. So let's go to the Kerbal Space Center. Let's go to the VAB. Actually, we have more science points, so we should be able to get a nicer capsule. Hopefully we can get a capsule that will work. We have a lot more science. So let's go to mission control. 300 science, that's a lot. We landed on the moon! We did it! You did it! With this achievement, the entire Kerbal system is ours to explore. Next level science from the crew's observations. The head of the snack department finally left. They didn't even blink. Okay. The moon is definitely not edible. Glad the cheese thing is behind us. I hope the snacks department can recover from the setback. Who knows? Maybe they can pivot to rock candy. Celebration, mariachis for everyone. Cool. First dibs. Maxo Construction Toys wants to make an action figure of a Kerbal. Yep, we got that. Live feed was deemed acceptable. It's just his highest praise. They think a lot of himself. Congratulations on becoming relevant. Oh, ouch. We're the first space program in Kerbal. I swear, some manufacturer never satisfied. Let's try to stay on the good terms, though. We may have another toy line in the future. Cool. Perfect circle. Well done. Right after opening statements, you have great timing. We're able to show circular orbit still has the high and low point using the feed from your mission. A lawyer also did a compelling demonstration with a hula hoop. Things got heated after Periapsis' team challenged us to hula off. Luckily, our team won. You should have heard the closing statements. Do you trust a legal team that doesn't hoop? I rest my case powerfully. I wish you could have been there. All right. Thanks, science. So now, escaping Kerbin. Kerbin's gravity wants to take a ladder outside. Orbiting Kerbal. So we just have to exit Kerbal. And this is a probe core antenna and solar panel. So they want a spacecraft. Eccentricity. Oh, that won't be hard. Okay. And then lunar signal. Mysterious signal that seems to be originating from a fixed point on the moon's surface. We need you to investigate. That is interesting. But we have to do a rescue mission first. Before we do that, though, let's go research and development. Powered launchers, yes. Tier 2 is unlocked, woohoo! Medium orbit rockets. We can do a bigger pod. And then let's get small payloads, basic docking, long range probes, sure. Let's just do all of these things just to get them out of my way so I don't forget. We don't have enough to finish it. That's fine. All right, let's go to the VAB. So this is a rescue mission for low lunar orbit. 3-seat command pod. Alright, we're gonna have to edit the Kerbals to make sure that this is gonna work. Now, do you have a medium heat shield? And do we have a... What's up, radial mount? We don't really have a big enough parachute. Okay, so that's gonna definitely call for a few of these. That'll do. All right. Now we can put the Science Junior on the top. And then let's see. Solar panels. We'll want to take care of those too. Medium stacked decoupler. We're gonna do a couple of, well, let's just do one of those for the upper stage, and then I'm still gonna use the orbital methalox. So the ISP is 340. What's the ISP of Terrier? 335. Okay, fine. We'll use that. Look at how much delta V this thing has. But it can't leave the surface, so we need a decoupler. Probably a few of these. And then let's put in a skipper. Excuse me, how's our report looks? Won't leave the launch pad. All right. We can kill one of these at least. Yeah, we're just gonna put in some boosters because I don't want to deal with this. So we want a radial decoupler. Four should do fine. Then we're gonna put in a solid rocket booster. We'll put in, it's still small, but it's big for small. Okay. Aerodynamic cone on. And then we want some solar panels. 3 should be good. And we'll give you I'll put it at 1 deployable antenna. Okay. So this should be fine. Plenty of delta V. We need Kerbals. Valentine's gonna do it. Let's put in a second one, Doster. I don't know if we're gonna get all the science back. It's okay. Okay, let's do run the survey. I mean, we can just send that off here. Can we run a crew report? Five points, and the crew observations don't do anything. Okay. Hopefully this will work. This thruster weight ratio, I'm not real confident that we're gonna be good enough once this separation happens. Let's combine these together actually. Should be okay. You can do an EVA on the empty suit. What happens when you hit that? Yeah, nothing. Interesting. Oh, we have no ability to swivel whatsoever, so we're just gonna go straight up. That's fine. We'll kind of nuke the launch site, but that's just part of the game. Let's go about here. Actually, we need to be closer to here. I mean, we have no horizontal speed whatsoever. Even though our thrust to weight ratio is pretty abysmal. Look at our surface speed just barely picking up. It's okay, it is getting faster. And the orbital speed is, yeah, we're okay. Really, if we can keep this going, we will pick up a little bit of speed, but the top stage is all we really need. So this will just get us high enough in the atmosphere where the top stage will be useful. And we are still improving our apoasis. And we can go a little bit downrange. We've used half the stage though, and our thrust to weight ratio is probably barely above 1 at this point in time. Probably should have just had a second skipper stage actually, considering how high it was before we fired it, or the whatever this poodle. This is pretty good. Okay, let's go a little bit more level. Okay, right there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's hit, prograde is probably pretty good right now. 42 seconds. It's going a little bit down, which is not great, but it's okay. Yeah, it's not bad. It's staying exactly at 41, going a little bit higher, just as this is burning out, which is fine. Yeah, this is actually really good. This is a fairly efficient orbit. We'll have 3,000 meters per second, which is more than we need. Which means we have an appropriate amount of overkill with the way that I fly things. Okay. We're still counting up a little bit, but I do need this to be a little bit higher. So let's get this to 72 maybe. Okay, we'll go full speed. And we're gonna wait until we're about 45 seconds from our up oasis there. Okay. We can wait a little bit longer. Let's try 30. By 30 I actually mean like 25. Okay. Let's get down to maybe below 20. Okay. And let's try right at 10 now. Perfect. Okay, we're in orbit now. Woo. So now, where's the time? This probably about here. A little bit later. Okay, let's go down a scooch. Let's go to right about there. Let's just try adjusting this a little scooch. I mean, this is pretty near spot on, but the big thing that we need to do is we need to focus here. We need to tell if we're going in the same direction. as the craft that has no fuel. I think we are. So this is good. So start burn. Let's lock on our maneuver node. Our target's actually this guy. So let's see if we can do the rendezvous. Okay. Oh, we're right on the money. Let's warp to... 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire. Full speed. We only have one stage. This would be actually a decent lunar lander. Except for I don't think the rocket engines go this far very easily. Oh. That was probably the highly elliptical orbit. Yeah, that's fine. Let's make sure we're still looking good. Okay. Now, you can actually warp while burning engines, although I'm not going to do that for this type of engine. That is a difference from Kerbal Space Program 1. I had forgotten about that actually until just now. Okay, we're at 20 seconds. So this will be our third mission to the moon, and hopefully our first return. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire. Okay. All right. So let's focus on this. Okay. It's getting close. So let's go add a maneuver plan maybe right about here. We're going to see if we can get that inclination to match. Ooh. Don't know what that was, but I'll take it. If somebody just followed me, thank you. It's usually what that sound is supposed to be, but I get it sometimes for things that I don't think I should. It may have been somebody following my YouTube channel, for instance, or something like that. I usually get notifications, though. We do need to bring the periapsis a little bit more in. Okay, we don't want to crash. That's actually not bad. And so what we're gonna do prior delta V just 10. All right, let's fast forward to this. I'm just gonna put this here and we're gonna go ahead and do it anyways. And what we'll do is we'll get into a rough orbit around the moon. Not real thrilled, but this is gonna have to do. All right, let's warp you to here. And then warp you to the sphere of influence. Okay, right at the periapsis, we're going to do a burn. So let's warp to here. And this burn... Okay. I saw a little warning. I'm like, This burn is all about just barely achieving orbits. So let's warp to about there. Okay. Now, this is our ascending node, so we're going to create a maneuver plan here. We're going to try to get these guys right level in the same orbital plane. Okay. So we'll lock on the maneuver node. And they'll be in the same plane then. Okay. And they're actually going to be very close here. So at this point, the next time, then we'll do this. Are we pointed the right way? Good. Let's go ahead and fast forward. Done a few rescue missions before. Okay, we're pointed still right. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire. Okay, good. That is pretty decent. So our next maneuver is going to be here, right at the Apoasis, and we're going to try to clock these so that we get 1A and 1B appearing close to each other while we're lowering the Apoasis. I think it's going to be right about here. Okay. That is exactly the orbit that we want. Okay, set the maneuver node locked in place. So what that's going to do is target it so the next point in time when we're there, we should be very close, and then we can do a target burn. All right, warp to the time. Okay, let's warp at a 3. We'll even go up to a 4 here. Okay, let's go 3, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire. Four, 3, 2, 1, stop. Okay. Nope. Other direction, we need to get these nodes closer together. Even at the cost of a little bit of fuel. Perfect. All right, so one more orbit. We're gonna go to about here. And then we want to set... Okay. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch this to target mode. We're going to set it target retrograde. So we're going to try to kill the effective speed at our point of closest approach, which is not as close as I would like. Okay. Still, actually, it's not bad. Let's warp to here. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, you can kind of push this node away. So we're going to push the node away. We're trying to push it towards each other. We're trying to push it towards the direct approach, so we're getting closer. There we go. Okay, let's just warp to a bit closer. Look at how close these orbits are right now. This is good. Okay, we're still on target. We're gonna set this here. Okay. So, all right, we're very close to each other, but we're still kind of far. Just want to see where the anti-target is. The anti-target's right there. Okay, so we do need to push these closer together. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna shift here. We're gonna kind of push. We want those two to be aligned with each other. We can see that they're getting closer. Woo, look at that. Okay, let's warp to here. Let's actually just, at this point in time, we're gonna pull directly towards the target. Okay. We're gonna set it anti-target, and we've got this pass in 2 minutes that will bring us 200 meters away. So let's set it to this mode. We're already gonna start slowing down a bit, but look at this. This is the one. Look at that, 38 meters. So that will be close enough where we will be set. We're gonna slow this down to effectively 0. Let's go. It's a little bit jumpy. So we're not going to be able to do a full dock, of course, but we're still going to try to do this rescue. We know that the other one, I can't remember what name of the poor Kerbal not in here is. Let's go ahead and slow this down to 0. Okay, switch. So this is our lander. We're going to EVA here. Can I take any science from here? Okay. Don't know if we can or not. Maybe it'll do it automatically, but where's our spacecraft? There it is. So we want to set this as our target. Doesn't really matter though. Okay. Board. So let's see what science we have in here. Let's do a crew report. We did get the environmental samples. Excellent. All right. We can go home now. So to go home, we need to go to here. So we need to fire somewhere around here. Oh, we were so close. We just needed another 100. Oh well. In fact, I bet you we could do it with even less. Okay, let's lock onto the maneuver node. And we're just gonna fast forward. Let's change this to orbit. Okay. Fast forward a little more. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire. Ooh, that's a beautiful firing. Firing in the night side, trying to return home. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. How close did we get? We're crashing, so I probably want to actually slow down just a scooch. Go about 37. That's probably pretty good. All right, fast forward it is. we've already collected all the signs, so we're just gonna go finish this mission off and gotta decide if we're gonna do another one tonight. Probably not. I think this has been enough streaming. I will continue this on Thursday. Small chance I'll do it tomorrow, but Thursday is more likely. About the same time. Probably start a little bit later on Thursday, but we'll see. No, I won't start later. I'll start at about the same time I did today. A little earlier than my normal streaming time. Okay. Whoops, it is let's see. Let's go ahead and fire the engine. Slow us down what we can. Firing the engine, I guess, is actually kind of good for the engine like this. It'll keep the air away from the engine. This is what SpaceX does. They fire the engines to kind of break the re-entry heat. But I really doubt Kerbal models that. We're doing okay. I'm actually amazed that we haven't blown the engines yet. We're getting real close to it for sure. Okay, we are most definitely re-entering this time. Okay. I'm gonna save here just to make sure that the parachutes get deployed because we seem to be running into issues with that. Let's go ahead and run. Well, that's the environmental. We want crew observations. Okay. So let's fast forward a bit. Yeah, we're still well above the ground. Does look like we're gonna go into a little bit different region than we have been. Landing. Okay, parachutes deployed, woohoo! Hopefully this'll work. What kind of region are we in? Kerbal Mountains. That'll be a fun sample to get. Ooh, look at this. We're in some nice clouds. That is neat. Okay, I wondered why it didn't look like mountains. It looked more polar, but it was because of the clouds. Very nice. And then our speed is 7. It's a little high, but it's okay. We'll do better when we can get a better parachute. Look at the beautiful land here. I'm probably not going to be streaming next Saturday like I normally would. Okay. Well, we can run the environmental survey. We can collect crew observation. And then once we fully stop, let's have Valentina, and she's going to. She can't do it from there. What about here? Collect a sample. Okay, let's try again. Okay. We have bunches of samples. Okay. I don't know if we're going to be able to get back in, but we'll get everything recovered. Okay. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. Let's back off a little bit and we're gonna see if we can rotate this around. Let's just spin it right like there. Okay. Board. Okay. We can do this in one fell swoop. Recover vessel, confirm. Lots and lots and lots of science submitted. Woohoo! Let's go back to the Kerbal Center. So let's start with mission control. And we only did the eccentric orbit, which is fine. Congratulations, musicians are relieved. They want their own spaceship. We can discuss that later. Feel free to rest and avoid 2001 songs for space. I like it. Okay. So the lunar signal will be an interesting one. I really like these missions. I really like these missions. These are much, much better. But I think they're more scripted is the trick. Orbit a Kerbal satellite with a probe, antenna, and solar panels. I mean, that's fine. That's an easy mission. And then this is just exit the gravity. Yeah, so we got all kinds of interesting stuff. Let's go to research and development. Finish this off and then let's see. Fuel lines, yes please. Enhanced electronics. Non-retractable circular. We got a deployable antenna of a different type. Non-retractable arrays. Expanded construction, which I don't really care. Precision. I mean, we could build a plane, maybe. Grid fins. No way inspired by a faulty air brake. Sure. Okay, the bigger tank would be nice. Mainsail would be good. I mean, yeah. But we are 1 science point short. No. All right. Next time we will probably land on the moon again. Probably 3 Kerbals this time, using something that is based off of the last ship that we flew. Try to do something a little bit more squat. We'll figure it out then though, guys. But thank you much for joining me. Let me know whatever questions, comments you guys have. I appreciate all you do. And until next time, keep on tracking. Take care. We will see you then. And safe travels in Kerbal. Bye-bye.